Hey everybody, it's Old Chaplain V, back for another look at step number 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of all these steps, we tried to carry the message and to practice the principles in all our affairs. Well, I like to go back to since this is the 12th step, I'd like to go back to the Nick at Night story. Nicodemus was a Pharisee and, he was learned, and the Jewish people in Jesus' day were very jealous of Jesus, and they were plotting to kill him, get rid of him. He was a threat. And as it turns out, Nicodemus says, well, we have to meet with him. That's according to our custom. And so he was going to debate Jesus. Jesus was a carpenter. Who was he? I was taught by Gamaliel. And Jesus basically said, well, Nick, unless you're born again of the Spirit, or unless you have a relationship with God, you're just into the theory of God. Well, to me, that's what this 12-step program is all about. We not only have a spiritual awakening, but we get into a relationship with God. Well, what does that mean? It means, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Of course, that's one of the earlier stages. What's impossible for man is only possible with God. It's kind of like a marriage, where I was a big-time workaholic, so, the workaholic talks to his wife, and his wife says, why are you busy all the time? Why do you have to work so hard? And of course the alcoholic says, well, dear, I want to buy nice things for you and the kids. Plus, I enjoy doing what I'm doing. And the wife says, but dear, what we really want from you is your time. I think that's what a relationship with God is all about. We can get so busy doing the things we think we should do. Our sin of pride is so strong in us, where we want to accomplish things. We want to do things. We want to pray harder. We want to sing louder. We want to do more things. Lord, we prophesied in your name, and we drove out demons, and we even worked miracles in your name. Get away from me. I don't know you. See how we are, To let go and let God is not an easy thing. That's why the Lord's Prayer also says, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The Lord's going to arrange our circumstances to where we're going to be involved with nasty people that are going to challenge, what's going on the inside, what our tendencies are, our bad habits are all about. Not to put us down, but just to crush that sin of pride, to help us realize we need the Lord. The Lord is there for us if we just begin to do what God would have us do. Now, that's a relationship. Well, God bless you, everybody. That's how I'm going to try to work my program.